Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're now live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Batangas 2nd District Representative Gervil Jinky Britix Luistro said the panel is ready to handle impeachment complaints against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and Vice President Sara Duterte. Law enforcement authorities uprooted and burned on site an estimated 3,674 pesos worth of fully grown marijuana plants in Benguet. The Department of Public Works and Highways has opened 2,000 vacant positions in its district and regional offices, Secretary Vince Dizon said. Acting Philippine National Police Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. will be promoted to a full-fledged top cop with the 4-star rank of Police General on Wednesday. Tourism activities in the island municipality of Tingloy, Batangas will be temporarily suspended starting Thursday, January 29th, due to a shortage of passenger vessels ferrying visitors to and from the island. Visa applications filed from the Philippines rose by 8% in 2025, reflecting renewed confidence among outbound Filipino travelers. EJ, the singing voice behind the K-pop Demon Hunters character Rumi, delighted fans after she shared for the first time moments from when she said yes to her now fiancé, music producer Sam Kim. The Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the Golden State Warriors 108-83 on Monday night in a game missing much of its usual star power. Today is the 28th of January, Wednesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. Batangas 2nd District Representative Gervil Jinky Britix Luistro, chairperson of the House Committee on Justice, said the panel is ready to handle impeachment complaints against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and Vice President Sara Duterte. Luistro said that the committee's 38 members are equipped with the skills, knowledge, and background needed to process the two impeachment complaints. Her statement comes as the Makabayan bloc, which endorsed one of the impeachment complaints filed against Marcos, also signaled plans to pursue a separate impeachment case against Duterte. Now, law enforcement authorities uprooted and burned on site an estimated 3,074 pesos worth of fully grown marijuana plants in Benguet. The marijuana plants were found across 14 separate plantation sites in the municipalities of Bacun, Kapangan, and Kibungan, Benguet. No arrests were made, as no cultivators were present at the time of the operation. Police and anti-narcotics agents are conducting follow-up investigations to identify and locate those responsible for the plantations. Any suspects arrested will face charges for violating Republic Act No. 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. As part of its ongoing internal cleanup, the Department of Public Works and Highways has opened 2,000 vacant positions in its district and regional offices, Secretary Vince Dizon said. Dizon said that the vacancies are being opened as the department prioritizes internal candidates to fill key posts, particularly those who have demonstrated integrity and competence. The DPWH chief also renewed his call for young Filipinos, especially newly licensed engineers and fresh graduates, to apply and help address corruption within the agency. The acting Philippine National Police Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. will be promoted to a full-fledged top cop with a 4-star rank of a police general on Wednesday, January 28th, according to a memorandum from the agency's chief of the directorial staff. This pertained to the oath-taking and donning of rank ceremony of Jose Melencio C. Nartates Jr. before the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., tentatively scheduled on January 8, 2026, Wednesday, 11 a.m. at the President's Hall, Malacanang Palace. The memorandum read, Republic Act No. 6975, or the Department of Interior and Local Government Act, which reorganized the police force, states that a full-fledged PNP chief with a 4-star rank of police general can only be appointed by the president. Now, tourism activities in the island municipality of Tingloy, Batangas will be temporarily suspended starting this Thursday, January 29th, due to a shortage of passenger vessels ferrying visitors to and from the island. In Executive Order Number 2 issued on Tuesday, Mayor Lauro Alvarez ordered the temporary suspension of all tourism-related activities in Tingloy, including the entry of leisure visitors. The order, however, exempts Tingloy residents, essential workers, government and healthcare personnel, emergency or humanitarian responders, and divers from Mabini-based resorts carrying valid dive passes, provided they engage only in day dive activities. And for our business news, visa applications filed from the Philippines rose by 8% in 2025, reflecting renewed confidence among outbound Filipino travelers, according to data from visa and passport facilitation services provider VFS Global. Without disclosing total application number, VFS Global North Asia head Atul Lal said that the figures were compiled from applications submitted to 33 foreign governments that the company services in the Philippines through its 61 application centers. In 2025, VFS Global recorded the highest demand for visas to Australia, Canada, Germany, Greece, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. That the Philippine stocks closed mixed as the PSE index edged up 0.16% to 6,317.02, supported gains in select sectoral indices. However, the broader all shares index slipped to 0.06% to 3,579.3, reflecting weakness in some sectors. Among sectoral indices, mining and oil led the gains, jumping 1.46% to 18,785.84, followed by services, which rose to 0.54% to 2,549.51, and financials up 0.53% to 2,119.80. The industrial index also posted a slight increase of 0.04, meanwhile to 8,990.77. Meanwhile, holding firms declined to 0.38% to 5,069.26, while the property index fell to 0.42% to 2,242.51, dragging overall market breadth. And for entertainment news, EJ, the singing voice behind K-pop Demon Hunter's character Rumi, delighted fans after she shared for the first time moments from when she said yes to her now fiancé, music producer Sam Kim. The Grammy and Oscars-nominated singer celebrated her engagement through her Instagram post on Monday, January 26, which features a compilation of photos from trips with the music producer and other companions. And one of the photos, EJ and Kim are what appears to be in a garden, with the latter down on one knee while putting a ring on the singer's finger. And for our sports news, Rudy Gobert had 15 points and 17 rebounds as the Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the Golden State Warriors 108-83 on Monday night in a game missing much of its usual star power. The Warriors were playing without starter Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, while Minnesota's Anthony Edwards was a late scratch to the rest, a recurring right foot injury. And for this afternoon's trivia, on January 28, 1920, Salvacion Lim, a Filipino fashion designer known for her haute couture, was born in Legazpi in the province of Albay. She was considered by many Filipino culture critics to be the mother of the modern terno. Salvacion was professionally known as Slim from her signing her name as S. Lim. And for our viral story, a TikTok user shared a video of himself riding a traditional coconut boat in Vietnam. The boater paddled around in rapid circles, making the rider feel like he might fall into the water at any moment. That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and a Daily Tribune official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.